Welcome legends! Today I will teach you the correct way to successfully implement the micro-overdrive clock trick. In this video, we will see ships escaping Amazon nasty gate cams and nullsec bubbles. I will teach you what works and what doesn't work, so sit back and absorb everything I will show you. Till the end of the video, you will be equipped with knowledge how to avoid tornadoes in high sec, gate cams in low sec, and bubbles in nullsec, so that juicy loot or cargo of yours won't fall to the wrong hands. We start the tutorial with the Hoarder, a specialized ship that can carry ammo, ore, and gas. Let's simulate the ship. We fitted the oversized 50mm micro drive so it can give us the boost to reach 75% of our speed, so that when we declocked, we can insta-warp to safety. We got our essentials for our trip, like 3 exotic dancers, blue pills, 50 plex, and our Fedor dog, among other commodities. Now we are ready to head to Amazon and deal with the nasty gate cam over there. The only weapon we are equipped is the micro-drive clock trick. Here we are, going in Amazon with the Hoarder. I already know that the gate cam is on Share a Gate, so we will warp to Share a System and come back to Amazon and see if I will get caught or not. Passing through the gate, there is a naughty Dominic's with smart bombs. Also, a lot of other ships like Oracle, Occator, Ashimu, Stiletto, Harpinger, Magus, Osprey, and etc. After I fix my shield on the Astrahus, let's go through the gate cam and implement the micro-drive clock trick. First thing I do is check under my overview Alt tab and see if there is a ship, a wreck, drones or cans in space less than 2 kilometers, so that they will prevent me from clocking. There are drones 4.5 kilometers from my ship, so we have the green light to proceed. Secondly, I hold my D-scan hotkey and click the celestial I want to walk to, in this case Hoarder Gate. I do this to check if there are any obstacles in my way to declock me. I overheat my micro-drive, align, clock, and start my micro-drive. After the micro-drive cycle finishes, I declock and spam warp. Make sure you have hotkeys on your keyboard, as it's much more easier than clicking with your mouse. Now let's jump into my Occator. There's my feet, let's simulate it. We have a 10mm monopropeller enduring afterburner, my oversized 50mm combat micro drive that goes 1500 meters per second overheated to help us boost when we do the micro drive clock trick. We are back in Amazon So let's warp to Shara system so we can come back to Amazon and go through the gate camp. There he is again, our friend with the Dominics, the smart bombing Dominics. So let's go through the gate camp one more time, this time with an Occator. And let's see what's gonna happen. Again, first thing we do, I'm checking the old tab. There's nearly 8 kilometers Garmu wreck, so we are good to go. Secondly, we hold the D-scan key, clicking our celestial we want to warp to. In this case, again, Hoarder gate, to check if there are any obstacles in our way. We overheat our micro warp drive. We align, we clock, we start our micro warp drive, and the second the micro warp drive cycle ends, we unclock and spam warp key. We successfully implemented the micro warp drive clock trick, previously with the Hoarder and now with the Occator. But now let's see a failure. Knowing the micro warp drive clock trick like the back of your hand doesn't mean 100% success. Why am I saying that? We're gonna do the same. We're gonna check my all tab. We can see that there's 3 drones less than 2 kilometers from us. Now we know we cannot clock. So what I decided to do is crash back at the gate. You can see the message that appears on the top of the screen saying that I am within 2,000 meters of the nearby combat drone. I try to crash back the gate, they scram me, I'm starting my tenement afterburner, but I am 4.5 kilometers away from the gate and 2 kilometers short of jumping.
Drive active.
Now let's leave from low sec and let's take a Tech 1 Heron to null sec. I'm going to showcase you another failure. Even though my Tech 1 Heron goes 4.4 kilometers overheated, which is great doing the micro warp drive clock trick, something is gonna go wrong. Write below in the comments if this we're about to see is happening to you also frequently. I'm here in nullsec and I'm playing with the flycatcher. I already successfully implemented the micro overdrive clock trick twice until this happened. Yes, you guessed it right. My computer crashed. Bye bye Tech 1 Heron. Let's continue with failure number 3. You never take a ship in nullsec that goes 1500 meters per second overheated like the Sunesis. It won't boost you enough on the early stage of the micro overdrive clock trick to avoid whatever ship is coming towards you trying to declock you. Here I am heading to one of the best, if not the best, declockers in New Eden. This system is 4GQ TAC XQ, which is a crossroads south from Catch, north of Esoteria and east of the rest of Stain. There goes the bubble and wait for the gay cam to form. I align, clock, start my micro drive and change direction. I reach a top speed of 417 meters per second, but it's not enough. There was nothing else I could have done. My ship doesn't have the speed while clocked to move away from the critical 2 kilometers. Got unclocked and two-shotted. Came back to 4GQ TAC XQ, but this time with a Tech 1 Heron that goes 4,500 meters per second overheated. My chances of survival increases tenfold. Round 1. In this situation, I want you to pay attention on the top of the screen and the message that is going to appear. This is because if you align and clock on the same tick, it won't let you clock and you need to hit clock again a second time. It's not a big issue because the message appears immediately, and if you encounter it while doing the micro overdrive clock trick, then hit again your clock hotkey. This will happen in some occasions till the end of the tutorial, and I have it circled with orange color. I align, I click clock, but because it's on the same tick, it doesn't register and the message appears immediately, and I hit clock again and then start my micro overdrive and change direction. I reach a speed of 1040 meters per second, which is more than enough to pull away from the flycatcher. First round was successful. Let's see round 2. I align, clock, and start my micro overdrive and change direction. Never change direction 90 degrees because if you do that, it will considerably slow down your ship. Always change direction 45 to 65 degrees, either left, right, up or down. There is not left, right, up or down in space, but you get my drift. Round 3. Till now the score is antivirus 2, gate campers 0. Another tip is try not to panic when you encounter a gate cam in nullsec. You have a whole minute to plan your strategy. The pressure is not on you. The pressure is on the gang that will try to declock you. Even if you hold 1 billion of loot, until the end of the video you will be avoiding bubbles with the microdrive clock trick 9 out of 10 times. That one time will be because the gate campers will get lucky and you unlucky. I align, I click clock twice because it was on the same tick after the alignment and the message appeared, and I change direction. Another op success. Here in round 4, they told me that if they declock me, they won't destroy my ship. I didn't got sloppy, I just got unlucky. Align, click twice my clock hotkey because of the message, start micro overdrive and change direction. This is where I get unlucky. I'm sure if I change direction right, up or down rather than left, they wouldn't have declocked me. That's why these guys are one of the best that do this for a living. Keep in mind that most of the other gate cams you will encounter, they are more like casual declockers. So whatever score I do with the Heron here or with the guys, just double it. Till now is antivirus 3, gate campers 1. Round 5. Align, clock, start my micro drive and change direction. This time we avoided the gate campers. Antivirus 4, gate campers 1. Just because I avoided the gate campers initially, it doesn't mean that the danger is gone. I need to maneuver my ship with a slow speed of 115 meters per second, so I won't come under 2 kilometers from them. That's why you see me change direction of the camera all the time and checking their distance on my overview. Last round 6. Align, clock, micro overdrive, change direction. I'm sure you learned it by now. Another successful micro overdrive clock trick. And the final score is antivirus 5, gate campers 1. As I said previously, when you master the micro overdrive clock trick, you will avoid gate cams 9 out of 10 times. Except, of course, if you come here to the pros in 4GQ TAC XQ, where your odds drop to 5 every 6 times. Now something more crazy. I came with a deep space transportation ship, the Occator. The only difference from HiSec is that I have one more button to press, which is the interdiction nullifier. This is a nasty gate camp with a Saber, a Hyena, 2 Lokis, a Nemesis, and a Legion further at the back. I align, I click twice the clock hotkey due to the message that appeared, micro warp drive, and lastly the interdiction nullifier. When the micro warp drive cycle finishes, I unclock and spam my warp key. First round was a success. Let's go to round 2. Here I made a mistake. As I said previously in this tutorial, after you cloak, you have 5 seconds to activate any defensive module like the micro warp drive or the interdiction nullifier. It took me more than 5 seconds to activate the interdiction nullifier. The good thing was that the Saber wasn't around. Align, clocked, click micro warp drive, and it took me more than 5 seconds to click the interdiction nullifier and wasn't activated. Lastly, I spam my warp key. Let's go to round 3. The score till now is Antivirus 2, Gate Campers 0. This time around they even brought more ships for my slow Occator. I aligned, clocked, started my micro warp drive and activated my interdiction nullifier. All I have to do now is wait those 10 seconds till the micro warp drive cycle finishes so I can spam my warp key. Unfortunately, the Astero was quick and he decloaked me. That's the end of my Occator and my tutorial how to use the micro warp drive clock trick to avoid gate camps in low sec and null sec and tornadoes in high sec. As a TLDR, when using hauling ships in high sec and low sec, just align, clock and use your micro warp drive, and just before the micro warp drive cycle finishes, unclock and spam your warp key. If you are in low sec systems and null sec that have bubbles, you have one more step using your interdiction nullifier. If you are using a smaller ship like the Heron, always make sure to go at least 4K speed overheated, and inside the bubble you align, clock, start your micro warp drive and change direction 45 to 65 degrees. Even though it's called micro warp drive clock trick, as you saw in my tutorial, you never click micro warp drive first. Why do you want to inflate your ship by 500% even for a fraction of a second? You always click clock first and then micro warp drive. Also, keep in mind that after you clock, you have 5 seconds to activate any defensive modules. Now go and test it on your own in Tama, Abazon, Wedama, and in nullsec. I hope you enjoy my tutorial and hopefully this knowledge will help you dock safely your loot and cargo haul. Leave a comment below with your success stories avoiding gate camps or your failures. You can give a like to my video and subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow my socials below in the description. I have more ideas for helpful tips and tricks that will increase your ISK and fun per hour. Antivirus out.